Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kylie and happy Friday. It's the end of the week, thank God. um, so we're going to go through like this my weekly update. I hope you enjoy. I've got a few books to talk through. The first would be James and Giant Peach I started last week. This is basically a boy whose mum and dad get killed. I think it was either a car crash or something. And so he goes to stay with his aunts. They basically work him like they treat him like a slave. All of a sudden, he finds this person who gives him these kind of magic kind of not beans, kind of little kind of green little, well, they are kind of beans really, but he drops them and a giant peach grows up, and basically adventures go from there. I did I liked this. I thought it was charming. I remember seeing the film years ago and stuff. It's not my favourite Roald Dahl. Now I do like Roald Dahl, even though it is problematic in some bits. I'm aware of this. There are ones I've basically had a box set that I'm reading through these. There's ones I like, there's ones I don't, there's ones I will be keeping, and one I will be handing on. I think I might keep this. I'm not sure. I still did like it. I liked how it went into like let us know certain facts about like the bugs because the beans also hit the bugs and they grow giant as well. But yeah, I enjoyed this, so it was a 3 star. The next book I read was I managed to finish it. I started and finished it. This week was Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. This was awesome. I really liked this. I've heard so many good things about it. I didn't know if it would live up to the hype, but it definitely did. And I can't wait to see what goes on. This basically follows Fitz. He's a bastard of it's either king or prince, correct me if I'm wrong. But he basically, they don't know what to do with him. So he goes under the charge of the stable master, the hounds master, and then he's picked up as being assassin's apprentice by the king. Um, um, and he just kind of learns from there, and it's basically a coming of age story. I love this; it's so charming. It was a really good character work. It's a very slow moving book, but it comes from the perspective of Fitz in first person, so you really get his inner monologue. Found that really good. I was never bored. I really liked this. I really loved the fact because some fantasy can be a bit fast. You don't know what's going on. This definitely was that. It was only from Fitz's point of view, but I really enjoyed his point of view because everything in this story was you felt his struggles. He didn't just learn this um like was taught one thing and like he knew it too much like and then he was a master. This basically follows him from his when I was about 6 years old or 4 years old actually. 4 or 6 year old, up until he's a teenager. So it's like you basically go through his life and all the struggles he goes on from there. Um, but yeah, I really, really like this, and I'm definitely really looking forward to reading the next one. I'm kind of reading a little bit behind, but I'm reading this as part of the delayed Ling Long, which is uh, being hosted, and I think it's low key being hosted. I don't know if there's going to be a live show or not. By Steph from Steph Love and Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to reading the next one. I've already got them, so yeah. The next book that I've decided to actually temporarily soft DNF. This is Valor by John Gwynne. I liked the first book. The only thing is I was starting to get mixed up with characters, even though like the main kind of plot is kind of straightforward. All the characters there are making me get a little bit confused, and because I've got quite a few big series on the go, I think I rather than push through this and not enjoy it, I'm going to soft DNF this and pick the series up at a later date. But I do like it. Um, the only problem with it was in the first book, there was a lot of characters with the same name. I've heard this before from other people. I have heard it really gets better, and it is a glossary of the character names in the start. It's just right now I have a lot on the go, and I don't want to spoil this um, by reading it and pushing through it and not taking my time with it. And I feel that there's other series that I'd like to prioritise before then, and that leads me to my next book. Um, which is I have been reading The Cosmere by Brandon Sanderson. I have read the first Mistborn trilogy, the Era One, and I started there. I haven't started with Elantris. So basically, this was his first novel, but it's one I haven't got to yet. I want to read the rest of The Cosmere, hopefully by the end of the year. So I would like to prioritise that before I start we start on the Fateful and Fallen series by John Gwynne. Um, this is basically about a city and you'll see why I'm choosing this. One of my prompts on I think was because Propoly was gods. This has basically this the Once Upon a Time, the citizens of Atlantis they had this magical power that it basically went them who considered gods or demigods. That's where that comes in. But unfortunately, something happened, and they basically I think it's a strath or something like that. They're not gods anymore. They're basically dead. They're zombies. So this is a kind of zombie kind of like plague post-apocalyptic, like dystopian in a fantasy setting. And Brandon Sanderson does that. See, I've noticed with him in Westbourne, he does that, and I really love that kind of um, blending of genres. I really like that. So basically, all the people in Elantris are like they're Walking Dead. They're not like zombies exactly, but the stuff does make them they're always hungry. If they hurt themselves, it doesn't heal. I haven't got that far into it, but it's following one of the princes just now. I started this previously but put it down, and I want to continue it again. This also follows, I think, a princess who was betrothed to the prince who got the strath, so he's thrown in there, and it's basically him finding his way, and I think a priest as well. Not that far into it, so I can tell you about it, but it's Sanderson's writing again. It's flowing so well. And it feels like how he was writing this one. So I'm really intrigued already, even though I haven't got that far in. But yes, I'm really enjoying this. Looking forward to get the rest of it read, and also there's a couple of short stories that go along with this after it. So I'm looking forward to reading them as well. So hopefully I love it. The next book that I started, I think I started last week, and that is The Lonely by Andrew Michael Hurley. I'm not too far away. I think I've got maybe about 40 pages left. This is a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. There doesn't seem to be much happening. It feels like I thought it would be a horror. It feels more like a thriller, but it's not much happening unless I haven't read uh, the end of it, because it feels like these people that go on holiday to this place on the coast. They go there every year. They have two sons, one where this perspective it's coming from, and the other boy who basically he is I think he has autism. We don't. It's not quite explained because it's it's hitting one of the other things I don't like about it. This is outdated not terminology because basically he's referred to by other people as a retard. So we don't actually know what medical condition he has, how he's mentally stable. His brother on him, like, and his parents seem to understand, but other people like are calling him retard, and I don't like that. That's not right, and I think this maybe shows the age of it. It's also very, very Christian. Um, there's parts of it like loving the relationship between the brothers on this because they have different like he they feel have a real bond, and it seems like his brother understands him more than anybody else because they have different like signals or like what they want to do. He holds up different things. Um, like when he wants something, they can tell the brotherly bond is there, and I like that part of it. I don't like it's too Catholic Christian for me. I know I was baptized a Catholic, but I don't. I'm pretty much an atheist. I don't really believe in that, and especially the fact that they're trying to cure him by like his mum and dad are trying to cure him. They go to this thing to this uh spirit circle or something, and spirit stone, and they pour salt of water down his throat to cure him. That I didn't like. The 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 fact that there are also kind of like pagan kind of stuff. And then it's like to scare them off because they don't agree with it, and I don't know where it's going. To be honest, there's not much happening. Like there's kind of bumps in the night, and they scare people with a dog, and there's this plot with the ward off witches, or like it seems like got this, and there's a priest that was died, and this other priest is there to replace him, but they are saying he's not as good as the other one. But it's like there's a whole, I think there's a mystery behind that as well. I don't know where this is going, so unless it happens in the 60 pages, this is pretty much looking at a 1 or 2 stars. I really don't like the old-fashioned kind of thing. I'm not particularly I'm not religious myself, and I don't agree with those practices. And so yeah, it's looking like a 1 or 2. If it weren't for like I want to know what happens, it would either be a DNF or 1. I do not agree with the terminology and the religious views on this. I think they are outdated. But yeah, I just want to get it finished, so I've got another one checked off my list. On happier notes, I've also started Frostheart II. This is on not on my Bookhopoly or my Magical Read Club. This is on my Mythathon T-bar, and it's basically read a book with an animal on the cover. This is Pod. He's kind of like the kind of like Fennec Foxy kind of people, but there's animals on there, the Leviathans, and if you go into the cover, look at that! Isn't that absolutely stunning? It kind of reminds me of a Lugia from Pokemon, but that is awesome. I really like that. It's basically the sequel kind of starts off with it kind of ends in the first book, basically following Ash. He is a song weaver. He has on the Stronghold, he was it was kind of it was feared, or anybody who had the song fear because it attracts it's like speaking to the Leviathans, which are the snow monsters, because it's a kind of snow sea, it's kind of post-apocalyptic world. But then he basically he's outcast, but he goes with the storm of the crew of the Frostheart, and they go on an adventure, and this one kind of takes on from there, where they visit Aurora. If you want to find out what happens, I suggest read the first book, read the series. I'm loving it so far. I'm not too far in, but I'm loving this, and it's absolutely. I've got the Waterstone's special edition with the absolute gorgeous sprayed and stenciled edges. And there's also, look at this cover. This cover, honestly, it's this artwork. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. I love all the illustrations. They're so nice. I think there's one with a map in it. Um, the city, the Aurora. The illustrations are brilliant. These so charming books. I think this is becoming one of my favourite middle grades series. But yes, I'm really enjoying that. So that's all I'm reading. I also got a bit of book mail. A thank you to my good friend Silver for posting on. You didn't need to. He got me A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I've heard this. I haven't seen the film on this, but I hear it is absolutely heartbreaking. I don't know too much about this. Connor has the same dream every night ever since his mother fell ill. Ever since she started the treatment, that doesn't go seem to be working. But tonight is different. Tonight, when she wakes, there's a visitor at his window. It's ancient, elemental, force of nature, and he wants the most dangerous thing involved for Connor. He wants the truth. And that's all it tells you about it. I'm really looking forward to this. I've heard so many people cry at this, so but yeah, looking forward to it. And they also got me Rivers London by Van Art Church. I think was the first book in the Rivers London series. Believe this is kind of fantasy, uh, like mystery kind of thing. Don't really know much about it, but look at this. How floppy is that? That's amazing. I like floppy paperbacks. They're great. Um, this is London as you've never seen it before. A city of wonders, terror, a city of ancient secrets in which haunted by its past. A city where there are never from the magic a city Peter Grant will help you discover. My name is Peter Grant. I used to be probably constable in that mighty army for justice known as all right thinking people of as the Metropolitan Police Service and everyone else as the Phils. My story is really started when I tried to take a witness statement from a man who was already dead. Okay. Right. So it is a kind of murder mystery with magic kind of story. But yeah, I've heard really good things about this and uh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The last thing I've got this week that I'd like to talk about is the weekend I took a little trip into Edinburgh. I didn't really visit many bookshops. One, I was trying to find them. I didn't get to Blackwell's. I was actually quite tired by then, but I did actually I managed to go into the very famous Stubbings, and I picked up the beautiful ones. I really like this author. I've read Mexican Gothic by this and really liked it. And I've heard amazing things about this. It's this the cover is absolutely stunning, and the fact that it was also signed for special edition as well. It's like yes, I definitely have to pick up it. I have another book by I think um by Sylvia as well. But yeah, I couldn't pass this up. That I do have footage, but I didn't get manage to get to much. But it's this lovely little small TARDIS of bookshop that is basically is a little bit up downstairs, and then you go upstairs, and there's lots of twists and turns and ladders and all. If I do. Like I do have a lot of footage, so I might actually do a bit of a blog there and say I don't have much, but so it'll only be a little bit. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was good. I haven't been in Edinburgh in so long. We had a little bit of lunch there, a little bit of a drink, and yeah, it was just good to see things. We saw the new shopping centre as well. I still think that golden thing looks like something else. But yeah, it was good. Um, that's really all my news, to be honest. What am I doing next week? I probably will continue with Frostheart um, and Elantris. Like I said, I want to finish this off. Alright, so they're my thingy goals. And we'll see how we go from there, but that's my immediate plans for this. But that's all I've got for you. I don't really have any really plans. I'm possibly planning. It's pretty much just work next week. There's no real big plans, but yeah, that's what I'm doing radio-wise. But yeah, I think that's all that I've got to. Is what's everybody been reading? What's everybody been watching? Looking? What's everybody been doing? But yeah, that's all I have an update for you. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.